Welcome to another video, and this is a very different kind of video. This we are trying to observe and learn from the movie The Godfather. Now, in this scene, we are going to be watching. I don't know if you know who Michael Corleone is in The Godfather. Don't worry, don't worry. You don't need. I don't need to say too much about who he is. In this video, we will know who he is. We will know what he represents in the Godfather movie. So let's get straight into the video.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
What makes a man change? Each of us are on our own individual path,
True.
but the beauty and complexity of life is that we don't know where this path we're on is going to lead us. We have aspirations, expectations, plans, but we are also prisoners to circumstance. You may have it in you to become so many different types of people, but as each of life's many tests are thrown at you with every decision that's made, the options slowly narrow down to make you the precise version of yourself that exists today. Did these experiences make you who you are, or simply reveal who you were all along? Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather is hailed as one of the greatest movies of all time. At 3 hours long, the film is more of a rich tapestry that unfolds over many years than it is a simple crime caper. It's a story about family, loyalty, business, life, and death, and how they all intertwine. It places us behind the closed doors of the Corleone family business, a business that the youngest son, Michael Corleone, wants nothing to do with. So how does Michael go from this
That's my family, Kay. It's not me.
to this?
But don't ever take sides with anyone against the family again.
True.
Ever.
How can a man end up
I will say my part. A reason. He found a reason. It's easy, man. To me, I feel like we all move for reasons, man. All we need to find is a reason to do something. That's all we need. If the reason is not strong enough, we don't do it. If the reason is strong enough, we do it. That's what makes us move. That's what makes us chase something, because we have a reason to do it. So if you want to get something, you have to find a reason to get it. That's all. That's what makes you move to it. That's what makes you move. If you say you want to stop smoking, you want to do this, you have to find a reason why you want to stop smoking. It's easy. That's how you get out of it. You want to stop, maybe you find yourself in a place where you are stuck. You are addicted to weed or something like that. Just give yourself a reason why you should stop and stick to that reason. Make that reason as important as it can be. Because if you have that reason instilled in you, you will not want to smoke. I'm telling you. All it takes is if you can do 2 weeks without smoking, you probably end up and stop smoking. You probably be able to, you just stop it. You just need to be natural. That's how it works, man. You just need to find the reason.
in a role that no one else wished for him, that he didn't even wish for himself? Let's examine the stages of transformation for Michael Corleone throughout The Godfather, Part 1. In this world, people don't have choices. They merely have the illusion of choice, as these decisions aren't made in a vacuum. There is always coercion involved.
Yes.
I'll make him an offer he can't refuse.
The Corleone family tree looks like this. Vito Corleone resides at the top, father to 4 children, adopted father to Tom Hagen, and godfather to Johnny Fontaine. One of these children will have to take over the family business. The eldest, Sonny, is first in line, Fredo, second in line, and Michael, third in line. But Vito had other plans for Michael. Michael is a former Marine. He's not involved in the family business, having chosen his own separate path. For a family as close as the Corleones, Michael's distance makes him something of an outsider. When we meet him in Stage 1, he has 5 key qualities. He's an outsider, a war hero, intelligent, honest, and loyal to his girlfriend Kay. His father envisioned Michael becoming a senator for the family to one day have real links to real, clean power. That was always Vito's aspiration. But life had other plans. The Corleone business was centered mostly around olive oil, but in the 1940s, organized crime was about to dip its toe into the drug business. Vito, clasping to his vision for the future, rejects the idea of getting involved
That's
in
true.
narcotics,
He didn't want
as
to
they
sell coke.
destroy lives, and it would make the business dirtier and turn society and the law against them. For Vito, there is no price he could conceivably pay to get involved with drugs. But for others, the money is simply too tempting, and when Sonny shows some interest in it during a meeting, a hit is put out on Vito, as once he is cleared out of the way, there is no one to object to the expanding market of narcotics.
Told you.
Everything in The Godfather is always viewed as simply business.
This is business, not personal.
They shot my father.
Even the shooting of your father was business, not personal, Sonny.
As much as Michael likes to see himself as an outsider, the moment he hears about his father's shooting, he rushes back to his family.
What did I say? You need a reason, bro. All you need is a reason. They shot his father, everything changes. Everything switches from what he usually knew to something else. Because he found the reason. It's skeptic. People that, listen, if someone does something, maybe something terrible, the question you need to ask, what is the reason? Like, I feel like if you find the reason, you will know why the person did it. It's easy. The reason is easy.
Who have felt his distance.
Michael, where you been?
As much as he sees himself as his own man, perhaps thinking he's above it all, his father has always shared a different attitude.
Because a man who doesn't spend time with his family can never be a real man.
His girlfriend Kay was a big priority to him in college, but now Michael's focus has shifted. He can't even see a future with her anymore.
When will I see you again, Michael?
I don't know.
As his vision for the future was dependent on his family's maintenance. He realizes he was somewhat ignorant to expect that to always be secured, but in one swift action, everything changes. This catalyzes stage 2. Michael is now an insider, a war hero, intelligent, honest, and loyal to his family. As a former Marine, Michael understands the language and strategies of war more than his brothers. He arrives at the hospital and discovers his father's guards are absent, meaning there is only a matter of minutes before a rival family comes to finish the job. Being right in the middle of the threat emotionally attaches Michael to his role in the family more and more, as he realizes that without him, his family is at real risk of losing its power. He had always taken the family business for granted, but once it's a matter of life or death for his loved ones, his training kicks in, and he begins to realize that there is a role for him here. After spooking away the potential killers, the police arrive, and the corrupt cop McCluskey punches Michael for intervening. This teaches Michael that corruption can exist within any power structure, that if the cops can wrongly leverage the law against their family, then what good was the law? This one evening visibly changes Michael. Whatever he had envisioned for his future was perhaps built on false.
So there's all circumstances, bro. It's all circumstance, bro. I'm telling you. You have a plan in your mind. You try to achieve the plan. When you take steps, you realize, oh my God. There's more things I need to go right. Try to do to like achieve this. It's so annoying, bro. Because so everything starts what you planned, you see that, oh my God, there's a lot of steps to take. It's a lot. You have to be patient, bro. There's one thing I learned, like, you have to be patient in this life. You have to be patient. You have to be patient. When you take L's, you take it as wins. I feel like I've been able to change myself to believe that when I take L's, I take it as a L win. It's like, I've failed, okay, I've fucked up. Again. Do it again. Do it again. Because you can't fail forever, Brodeski. That's one thing I know. You can't fail forever. Even if you just have to just keep. Man, I feel like you just have to keep feeling, because at least you are feeling. Because if you don't do anything, it's even worse.
Assumptions. This triggers Michael into stage 3. He's now an insider, but no longer a war hero, now becoming an active soldier. He remains intelligent, but his honesty is now replaced with moral ambiguity. But he remains loyal to his family. As an outsider coming in, Michael sees the way the game is played very differently to those that are on the field. For his brothers Sonny or Tom, they view these decisions as just business.
You're taking this very personal. Tom, this is business, and this man is taking it very, very personal.
But what is more personal than business when it's a family business?
Like, you can't kill my
Michael
father and
offers
say
to
it's
make a
business, bro.
sacrifice for his family that only he can make. He will take out the man who organized his father's shooting and the crooked cop that tried to finish the job. And then he'll simply disappear. In his mind, as an outsider, he can slip out of the family and the business can continue without him. Whereas his brothers have families or loyalties to the business, so they're not so easily removed. Looking at the family tree, Sonny is first in line, but he's a bit of a hothead. He makes decisions based on impulse, rarely considering the long game. Fredo is just...
Yes, listen. I will say this to people that are watching this. I am not the best person to say this. Man, I'm just a nigga with a ski mask talking to his fucking screen. But I'm gonna tell you this, man. You have to learn how to be quiet, bro. You have to learn how, even when people are pissing you off, you have to learn. Don't say you have to. If you have a reason, you listen. Blocking out people's voices in your head is so easy when you have a reason. I'm telling you. People can chirp, people can say dumb shit like that doesn't matter. All you have to do is just be like, what I want is bigger than what you can ever achieve. So I'm not going to listen to you. I mean, anytime someone pisses me off, I'll just be like, okay, do what you have to do, fam. Enjoy your chatting, because we are not on the same path. We are not going to the same place. We are not going to the same place. So I'm telling you, like, when people talk, when people have opinions, when people say dumb shit to my ears, when people give me negativity, I'm like, okay, thank you. Trust me, what I want and what you want is not the same thing.
just a party boy. He's in it for the women and the good times. He's not a trained killer. Whereas Michael is a Marine and far more calculated than his brothers. So he's the best person to send in for this job. This moment changes Michael's life and his family's trajectory in a way he could never imagine. And rarely can we see a man think through the potential consequences of his actions more than in his final seconds before the shooting. Michael's many potential paths not yet taken shut down due to this decision.
See?
His actions trigger a mob war, so he lays low in Sicily, finding a new wife and getting in touch with his family's roots. For a man who always viewed himself as something of a prodigal son, he is now deeply ingrained in his true identity. This new life Michael has made for himself becomes a warm and welcome reality. His life has a renewed sense of meaning after he expresses his loyalty to his family through sacrifice. Whereas he used to make decisions that would keep as many roads open as possible for him as an individual outside the family, shutting out those possibilities allows for him to focus his concentration on what he has left. Back in New York, Sonny is in charge of the family business while Vito heals, and it's stressful. Everyone is on edge as Sonny is too easily manipulated by his emotions. And this weakness proves fatal after Sonny rushes to defend his sister from her abusive husband and gets murdered. The family now lacks leadership. And as much as Michael enjoys his alternative life in Sicily, you cannot hide from your past. It follows you everywhere you go. And just after discovering his brother has been killed, his wife Apollonia is wiped out in a car bomb. That bomb symbolically destroying the last alternative road for Michael to take in life. His fate is now sealed.
Like, decisions are going to be taken differently now. Like, no more. I'm not going to be thinking about, like, you have made me ruthless. Now my options are little. Listen, when you're making decisions, you have to ponder on different things. But when you have a reason, it's like everything goes off that reason. Nothing else. I'm telling you.
His family needs him, and he finds true meaning in his loyalty to them. This catalyzes stage 4. He's promoted from insider to leader of the family business. He's not a soldier on the field, but a general. But he remains morally ambiguous, intelligent, and loyal to his family. Vito calls for a truce in the mob war. He was once convinced that there was no price he would ever pay to let this change take place, but the pain of losing his own son was too much for him to bear, so he allows narcotics to become a part of the business, showing that his loyalty lies with his family's safety. Vito is too resistant to change, and that stubbornness nearly cost him his own life, and did cause the loss of his son. In a world where everything is just business, not personal, Vito had expected his personal values to prevent the business from growing. When Michael returns, he knows who he is and what he wants. He meets up with Kay again, who is surprised by the changes she sees in him.
I thought you weren't going to become a man like your father.
Michael still loves the version of him that exists in Kay's mind. She's unaware of what he has done or who he has lost. There's a purity to Kay's perception of Michael. She symbolizes those other roads not taken, who he could have been. So he hides his sins from her, but still wants her in his inner circle, as that's the only group he can remain loyal to. Vito compares this harsh reality to what he had envisioned with Michael, giving him some life-saving advice about how to spot the traitor in the family. And he then passes away, making Michael the head of the family, as well as the easiest target in the city. Now the 5 families can simply eliminate him and become 4 families. But just as Vito would eventually cave on his own values to protect his family when it came to drugs, Michael too would have to sacrifice in order to protect those that he is now responsible for. He is no longer the kid brother at the wedding, benefiting from the world his father had built for him. Now
the
he is the
motherfucking
safeguard
boss.
for the entire
He's
family.
running the fucking show, Nick.
Vito's dream for the future dies with him, and now Michael is left in charge. So as he attends his nephew's baptism, he organizes the murder of the heads of all the other crime families in the city. There's no mercy, as he...
You see? Listen, I've said this times in a number. All you have to do is think. Think. You don't have time to ponder upon. In this situation now, I that was the best action. If he didn't kill them, they're going to come after him. So, if you know what I'm saying.
Murder of the heads of all the other crime families in the city. There's no mercy, as he has seen what these families were willing to take from him in order to preserve their business. So if that's the case, he has learned that having personal values is a weakness, not a strength. He eliminates every threat in his family's way, including his sister Connie's husband Carlo for betraying Sonny. Connie is devastated, but there can be no weak links in the family anymore, not after what he just pulled. This solidifies stage 5 in Michael's transformation. The leader of the family, a war general, dishonest, ruthless, and loyal only
Told you, ruthless, bro. You become ruthless, man.
to his family. Kay is shocked by the accusation that Michael had Carlo killed and asks him if it's true.
Is it true?
He looks her right in the eye, the same eye that views him as the same man she met before all of this began.
It's not
in
the same
stage
person,
1.
bro.
And he lies to her. She's initially relieved, reminded of the man she first met, but when she walks outside and looks back, it dawns on her that he isn't just Michael anymore. He is now Don Corleone. And as that...
Yo, don't you see our face in the realization? This nigga has changed. This nigga is now a mafia boss. He's a mafia boss. He's a boss. You get me? He's
that
a
door
boss
closes, the final version of Michael Corleone, the version that existed only in Kay's eyes, dies. And the audience is left to question, did he choose this life? Or did life simply make him an offer he couldn't refuse?
Just an observation. Listen, this video was a different type of video, I know, but it just shows you that all it takes is a reason, an action. Something just has to happen to give you that reason. So you need action, bro. It's all about action. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, like. What do you think? What do you think? Is it just, do you just need the reason? Do you just need action? Let me know, niggas. You get me? And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace.